to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're calling the meeting to order. First thing is there anyone here that would like to speak at, we have an open public forum. You're limited to 2 minutes. Is there anyone here that, yes?
Council, my name is Herb Castle with Minnesota State Inspection Services. I see on your agenda that you're going to be talking about the 306 Redwood hazardous building. I'd like to address the council at that time.
It's just going to be an informational. We weren't going to be taking questions from the audience. It's just more an information
I'd like
as to
make a
what's going
statement
on.
at that time, if I could.
Just have them do it now.
Go ahead now. If there's a,
Don, you said do it now?
yeah, go ahead. Do you want to come up here?
Sure. Jenny, how are you? It's been 15 years or whatever. Jeez. You look the same.
Well, thank you.
Again, folks, my name's Herb Castle, Minnesota State Inspection Services. I used to be the city building inspector here. I've gone through the documents that I was able to get. We're looking at a property that the work started 6 years ago to condemn this, and nothing has moved since that time. Utilities were just shut off on this property August 23rd, 24th. That was after the state electrical inspector had been through. There's nothing else that I've been able to get my hands on, show any problems. I have done an inspection on there also. What I'd like to do is get council's approval to turn all the utilities on at this point so that my client can continue painting, that sort of stuff. Most of everything in here I find is garbage, debris from the previous owner and from a previous tenant. Now, is it habitable? Yes, it is. I've been in there. I'd like to get permission to have the utilities turned on. Then I can meet with Darren at some point in the near future to do a walkthrough inspection on here. As I say, utilities were just shut off. It was 14 months after this had started when the city of Winthrop issued a permit, building permit for alterations to this property. It's typically not the way things are done. You don't go to demo something and yet issue them a permit. So we have a new owner and someone that wants to get in there and be able to paint during the evenings, that sort of thing. And like I say, for the last 6 years, the utilities have been on. They were just recently turned off.
Don, is there anything? you have?
He just spoke in the open public forum.
Okay.
We're not going to,
Okay,
this isn't a hearing.
or we make a decision, right?
The council's not making a decision on anything, so.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you for the information.
Okay.
Is there anyone else like to speak at the open public forum? Not, approval of the agenda? Don, do you have anything to add?
No, sir.
Julie?
I do not.
Dale?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Bob?
Nope.
Jenny? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to
So
approve.
moved.
Motion made by Dale, seconded by Bob. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Consent agenda. Everybody had a chance to look everything over.
I had was really minor in the minutes from the special meeting. I think Jake Ricky from RS Fiber, his last name was missing an E.
Okay, I will check the spelling.
Okay, that was it.
There's no other questions. I'll entertain a motion to, oh, go ahead.
Nothing, I was gonna,
I was just gonna say,
so moved.
Okay, motion made by Dale,
Second?
seconded by Julie. Is there any further discussion? Not, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have no public hearings. Dean Conklin Drainage, did we,
He is not going to be here tonight.
okay, so there's nothing more on that? I think everybody had information from the, in their packet. Don, I'll let you handle the 306 South Redwood.
All right. The issue with 306 South Redwood, this was put on an informational item on the agenda just to keep the council in the loop what's going on. You have in front of you a report issued by the city's building inspector, Darren Haslip. The report, in summary, states that the building is not habitable at this time. You've heard different opinions, but I do not, it's my advice that the city council not get in the position of double second-guessing your building inspector about this. You've hired him to do a job. This isn't a hearing where we're going to litigate or decide which building inspector is right. He's hired by the city. You should listen to him. He's also not here at this time to get into any more in depth about this issue. So this is a preliminary report. The council's not being asked to do anything with it. In order to get to the point, if Mr. Haslip was asking the council to tear the building down or take possession of the building, the report would need to be much more in-depth and provide specifics. So you're not being asked to do anything at this time. We are going to ask Darren to give a more in-depth report, and if action needs to be taken, we can be in a position to talk to the council about that in October. I have fielded many calls on this issue, as has Jenny. What I would say to the people interested in this property is that if they are interested in making repairs or getting utilities turned back on to make repairs, what they should do is talk to Darren. In my conversations with Darren, he is open to the idea of the house being repaired, but there needs to be a concrete plan, plans to pull permits, plans to have contractors come in there. So the first step right now for everybody, probably including Mr. Castle, is to contact Darren. He's usually very open to conversations, and so if they talk to him, maybe issues can be worked out. So that's where we're at right now, is they should talk to Darren. Jenny and I will work with Darren to the extent that we need to be involved, but that's where we're at this point.
Any questions from anyone?
Is that the house this other gentleman was just talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Jenny, Darren Haslip, zoning work?
Yeah, with all the fence and zoning issues we've been having lately, I thought it would be a good idea to have Darren review zoning permits before they're issued, or before people can start working, make sure the property lines and setbacks and whatnot are all being followed. They're out of easements and they're in line with the zoning code. I don't think it would be a huge amount of time that he would be spending on it, but it would probably safeguard the city from any other liabilities. And he said he would charge $65 an hour, which is pretty reasonable. He said Arlington pays $85 for their zoning inspector. So that's,
You need a motion on that?
yeah.
Okay,
So moved.
okay, the motion is to have Darren look over all the fencing permits. I'll come before the council.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Bob. Is there any further discussion? Any further discussion? If not, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Security cameras.
We
Yes, we do.
Troy found some portable indoor-outdoor security cameras on Best Buy, we could put them out in the park. End of summer, kids are restless, they always are vandalizing the park at the end of the summer. We could use them there. Gordy's had illegal dumps out behind the city garage, we could use them there. I think we have a need for them, and I think the price is right, and I am going to ask the Cable Commission to reimburse the city for them. I think that's a good use of those monies.
Are they internet enabled?
Yes, and
Okay,
they
so
can
they'll
get them
work in
on
the
their
park.
phone. Yeah.
I think we should do it. a matter of fact, you can put me on, make for motion for it, but I think that we should also get a second set,
Okay.
and we should have a permanent set on the back of Gordy's shop,
Okay.
because there are people that don't live in town dumping those brush bins
So that motion is for the...
Permanent
for
and portable?
four.
and portables.
Okay.
Okay.
The school never did anything with what we approved.
Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Seconded. Is there any further discussion? Any further discussion? If not, proceed to vote. All those in favor, say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign.
I-
Motion carries.
Gordy, I think you'll find that very helpful, to have a permanent camera back there.
You can have
And a
it sent
sign.
to your smartphone,
Yeah.
and then when the goes off.
Well, this way, there's no question, when that mess gets created down there, who did it.
Thank you.
It's, Gordy has been
Oh, I
cleaning it up for
agree.
decades,
I
and it needs
agree.
to stop, so.
All right, we're going to move on to the union contract. Did everybody get a chance to look that over?
Oh,
Yes.
I just got to look.
What do we have to do
Any
about it?
questions?
Vote on it or not vote on it, it's real
Yeah,
simple.
to accept it or not.
I
Go
move
ahead,
that-
Julie.
Since I was on the.
Second.
And just give them an idea of what it
I move that
was. It was
we,
a 2.5.
I knew you were going to ask me that.
2.5.
2.5. Thank you.
Increase,
Yes.
Please,
cost of living increase.
possible.
Been a long day.
And then a bump
Yeah.
in,
Health
in
HSA.
Oscars.
Oh, and Oscar got a
Yes.
$1.50.
Oscar got-
$1.50,
And no cost of living then.
and no cost
No
of living
cost
this
of
year.
living, yeah. And
For,
then,
for him.
For
Right.
him,
There was-
yes.
and then the other was HSA
$100 a year for family, 50 for single.
An additional,
in addition. Did somebody make a motion on that?
I did.
Motion made,
I second
seconded.
it.
Any further discussion? If not, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, review of city reserve funds.
Did everybody have a chance to look this over? After the last meeting, Julie had an idea that I should probably get this to you, and I'm gonna try to do it on a quarterly basis with Melissa's quarterly expense reports, so.
I personally really like it. I like to be able to look down the, even for the budget stuff, I like to look at the percent spent. It's much easier to look at that and see, okay, we're at about, 60, 75%, that looks on target. If one jumps out as a lot or more or less, it's easier to spot discrepancies or just trends.
And the revenues, the first half of LGA and the first half of the taxes hadn't come in at the end of June, so they were not included in this, so. But they are in, so. So that was just a review item, if you guys, or informational, if you, unless you have questions.
Yeah, does anyone have questions concerning that?
Nope.
Nope. Thank you.
Okay.
That was,
Yeah.
I think
I
it's really
will-
good to
I
get
will
that
continue to do that.
information
Wish
out for
Pete
people
would've
to.
been here.
I know. Why?
He was the one asking about it.
Oh,
I have one about the budget, but I can't get my email to come up and give you that number I had.
I have it here.
No, you had a number for the proposed not payment of the bond, had 2 payments in 2019 and 2 payments in 2020.
Correct.
I just had the 2019 in here.
Yeah, but I don't think the total was the same as the note that I got the month before the special meeting. I thought
wasn't?
No, I think it
Could
was
be
about
like
15
70.
off. About 72. I think it had 59, but it could wait till we get to that agenda. I can't
That's
get, can't
next.
get my email open, so,
Okay. Any more about the reserve fund?
no, they're good.
Okay, let's get to the proposed budget.
Do you have,
74, 5, 33, 99 is
and I
what I.
thought you had 59 in the budget, or I might be
No.
looking at it wrong, so.
Yeah, I think that's,
I'm just glad
15
you
was
do it.
last year.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm just glad you do it.
Melissa did it this year,
Oh,
and she did a
Melissa.
great job.
Oh,
All right,
I see what I did. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
the budget, the proposed budget.
The proposed
Are they-
budget, yeah, it's.
Not
at-
the final budget, it's just the budget we start with,
And then I take my red pencil to it.
and that's what we we want. That's what we want. The idea is that whatever we certify now,
We can cut.
we can cut, but we cannot increase it after tonight. So we want to make sure what we have right now is adequate, and then when we go into a work session, we have to set a date for that, then we'll whittle away at that budget.
Correct.
Are there questions? Or Jenny, do you want to just go?
I think I'll let Melissa go through the budget
Okay.
because it was
Melissa?
her baby this year and she did
Come on
a
up.
great job. I'm coming up there.
Yes.
You get the hot
Fine.
seat.
We're so intimidating.
We won't laugh.
She was up all weekend studying in case you had questions.
What's line 37?
Oh, I plead the fifth.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I don't know what I'm
Okay,
supposed
well,
to start with.
I think there really isn't anything that stood out as major other than the two
Right.
levies. Other than that, the budget was what, 2%
believe
increase
it's
over
It would have
last?
been,
What was
I
it?
thought it was 3,
3%, okay. And then,
without the levies,
Right.
He's put it where?
17.
and last year, we adopted a 15% levy proposed.
Yeah, but we didn't get that.
No, but that's what we started with.
Right.
There's a street, there's a $30,000 levy for the 2017
That's five.
construction project also.
So let's just clarify it. So the two levies that really increase our budget this coming year, number one would be the 30,000 that we'd have on the A Street that we did
Correct.
last year, that we have to tax for. The other one would be the RS fiber, if that indeed does not make the payment. And for next year, that was 74,000 some odd
74,
dollars.
533.99.
Difference is 59, so which is 10%.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
Last year it
yes.
was
Mr.
offset.
Mayor, is there any word on the RS fiber?
I have not heard anything recently,
Julie.
but I know they're working on
The
it.
Joint Powers Board had a special meeting, the executive committee last week. They didn't have a lot of specifics. We are probably going to be meeting again in about 2 weeks. They are working hard on some plans, and I think people are hopeful that they can come to some kind of solution that would alleviate the problem the city's having to adjust our budgets, but nothing was concrete yet. Maybe I'll have more information by our next meeting.
But we have to go with, on what they're anticipating. I mean,
Yeah, worst case scenario, we got a plan for it.
right, so we have to,
And right now, we're looking at a 7.5% increase in expenditures over last year, and we're looking at about a 1% decrease in revenues over last year.
Why are we looking at a decrease?
Well, I didn't have the offsets for RS Fiber, which was $15,000. What else went down? Let's see here. That must be the main one.
It was.
Okay. Thank you.
so then 7% increase in operating, which came up.
I don't know, 17.68% overall increase for the levy.
It's untenable.
So the question is, do we want to go ahead and get this certified with those amounts in there, even though we plan on doing some adjustments?
I think you have to. I mean, if we can't make an adjustment that works, you have to do it. I mean, you know where I'm at on it, but I think you have to certify it as is. There's no getting around it.
Yeah.
Is that a motion?
Yes.
Motion made,
Second.
seconded by Julie. Is there any further discussion? Anything else?
No.
See how easy that was?
Yes, thanks.
Not, we will proceed to vote on this. All those in favor, or any, man, I hit the reset.
Okay.
All right, we have motion made and seconded. There was no further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Are you done with me?
Yep, you can.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you,
I
Melissa.
didn't really do anything. Jenny answered himself.
Melissa, next time don't talk so much,
Next time we'll have some hard questions. We just gotta break you in slowly.
Yeah, this was my first time, so thanks for going in.
Wait till the
right.
work session.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to set a date for the budget work session. Tuesday. What Tuesday?
Next Tuesday. Kidding.
Well,
When
should
do we
probably-
traditionally
I
do
would,
it?
Well, we usually at peak pick.
Here's, okay, what's our drop date, dead date? And just bear with me. What's
Before
our?
the truth and taxation.
Okay, so we've
December
got till
4th.
December.
October, November.
I think we
like
should
to do
lean
it.
towards end of October,
Yeah.
because that gives joint
RS
powers,
Fiber, yeah.
RS
Yeah,
Fiber,
yeah,
at
I
least
would
2
agree.
meetings to look at it, and they may find out it's not as bad as what we, and that'll save us going to the meeting, jumping into it early.
Right.
We're still gonna do what we're gonna do. Is that okay with everybody? Does
no,
that make sense?
I agree. I was leaning towards sometime in October also. Do we want to do it on a Monday night?
Tuesday.
Tuesday night?
I don't care, I'm just.
What do you- Okay, we've got, God, what is going on in October?
Tuesdays work for you.
Let's do it on deer hunt
Tuesday.
weekend.
It's okay, I don't deer hunt.
How does the 22nd, or is that running a little
It's
close?
a Monday.
Yeah,
Oh, 23rd?
23rd I could do.
I gotta look at my schedule.
We will tentatively plan it for the
I'll
23rd.
check with Pete and Lyle.
Is that a Tuesday?
Yep, that's a Tuesday.
Do we want to have an alternate date? Do we want to have an alternate date?
What time are we?
7.
Yeah.
Best.
Well, do what you want, but you can set it for that, and if it doesn't work for those two, I can
Monday the 22nd.
I can email you guys.
Okay.
No, Tuesday, the 23rd, right?
That's what I had.
can't
That's what I have.
Does that work for you?
You can't?
I will make it work.
Does the 27th work better?
No, 27th is too close to the
Oh,
meeting.
that's a Saturday anyway, I'm not
There
coming
you
on a
go.
Saturday.
No, it could be
And
a
how
Monday.
does the Tuesday before, what is that?
The 16th?
The 16th?
It don't matter. You can do
As
them on
a,
Mondays.
just in case it doesn't work for the others.
Yeah, that works.
So, okay, so Jenny, when you talk to them, let's
The
try and get it for
6th.
this day, and if it doesn't work, we'll,
Is that too late? Is everybody,
No,
I don't think so.
We've done them the end of November before.
I know, but this
Right.
gives them time to come up with something, it gives us the time to come up with something, and we can also take another shot at it at that point, too.
Right.
So, if we have to.
That's, whatever works for you, works for me.
all right. Set a date for truth and taxation meeting.
We usually have it the first Monday in December, which is the 3rd,
Yep.
at 7 o'clock. Do you want to do that again?
Yeah, because the county statements will be up by then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be fun this year. Heads up.
Well, the 3rd, I mean, what do you mean? The 3rd is on
That's our
a,
regular meeting.
It's a regular meeting.
Meeting, should we just do it all in one?
Yeah.
I
Isn't
agree.
that when the Christmas party is? For kids?
That's gonna be
No,
interesting this year.
that's going to be November 30th
I want it to be deer.
this year.
No, the county statements are gonna be.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at the Monday night then in November, the 5th.
No, December.
No,
December 4th.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep. I thought they said the November.
No, December.
All right.
I won't be able to make it.
Oh, man.
And you've been waiting all night to say that, haven't you?
That's why he's grinning over there.
Are you
Yep.
are you retiring?
Yeah.
Yes.
From us, he is.
Yeah, from us.
Taking the big step up.
So we're going to be doing the truth and taxation meeting before the council meeting?
Yep, it's a public hearing. I
Public
put
hearing.
that
Public
under
hearing.
public
All right.
hearings.
Perfect.
But
Send more reminders, would you?
yes, I will, but
What's that?
I'll make the motion to, Mr. Mayor.
What?
We need a motion for that.
Oh, to accept those dates, both those dates?
I
Well,
just
just
made
the,
it.
for the truth
I'll
and
second it.
taxation.
Okay. Motion made by Bob for the November 3rd truth and taxation meeting, seconded by Dale. Any further discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Good job.
Motion carries.
Did you say November or December?
I'll send out reminders.
December.
Unless you want Don here.
You
we
said
can-
I think I
November.
did say November, didn't I? That's because I was all, okay, come on now, let's get on track here. Shut the recorder off.
I thought it was Monday.
Okay,
Sneaking out.
city administrator, EDA.
Okay, worked on the budget with Melissa. That is in your packet. The primary election went great. Melissa and her crew did a great job.
We'll stop her.
Melissa, Dale wants you yet.
Nobody else is gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. You did an excellent job for your first time running the election, and you should be commended for it.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
you
It was
did.
well done. I
I had
agree.
really good helpers.
It was fun.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, the 8th Street water and sewer line is done finally, and Siegmund's are hooked up.
Yes. I could tell right away.
Tim Becker has been in contact with me regarding the sidewalk. You can see the pink paint out, that's how far up they're gonna go redoing the sidewalk. We're continuing to work on getting the cement poured for the Alumni Association benches. Mary Renner has informed me the benches have been ordered and will be shipped the week of September 20th. I know Oscar's having trouble getting a hold of Arlie, or do you know if he did? Okay. So we'll have to store them until we can get the cement poured. Let's see, after last meeting's questions about the meters, I talked to Dana and Gibbon about their AMR system. She informed me they do not charge a fee for their system, and they feel the system they have in place will pay for itself for the next 4 to 6 years with more accurate readings. She also said they were looking at the iPro meters, the ones we're looking at, and the only reason they didn't choose them was the annual maintenance. Ours has annual maintenance of $2,500. I'm putting together some questions for Kirk regarding some other questions that have come up about the metering system. The surveys went out in the September bills. Matthew's putting an online survey, and we've gotten about 80 surveys back. And since, yeah, Thursday or Friday, and he said about 75% right now are in favor of it.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and the city read meters in 2017, the second week in October, and we're gonna try to do it again in 2018.
Okay. What is the agreement that Gibbon has? Who do they go through for their meter list?
I don't remember the name. She
Our
told me the
maintenance
name.
was 2,500 was higher than what they're paying, obviously.
They don't have any maintenance on their water meters. And that was why they chose the company they did versus the iPearl meter system.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it, I have it downstairs. But because we have electric meters, I don't know that we're gonna get out of a maintenance
Okay.
fee. We may, I don't know. DFA was in Monday morning to discuss the proposed expansion project. The project is not approved yet, but they say it continues to look good. It's gonna be a delicate timeline,
Yeah.
trying to get it that
Tight.
coordinated.
Track the hours. If they read the meters in October, track the hours, please.
Okay. Matthew and I attended crisis management training, and it was an all-day training through FEMA for administration personnel. I have the book if anyone wants to look at it. I was at MMUA conference, August 20th through 22nd. There was, American Public Power is coming out with the Public Power Forward Toolkit, which we will have this fall to help promote local power. They were talking about rates. There was a session on local cooperatives regarding electric service territory, which was relevant to us at this time. Troy also came, and in addition to those sessions, he attended a Municipals Helping Municipals section, which helped him network with other area utilities. I had a conference call with Kayla Brennan with McGran Shea about our electric service territory issue. She has sent a letter to McLeod Co-op Power. She was asking for a deadline of September 13th, I do believe, for them to come with a date when we can meet and discuss and start negotiating that service territory. Let's see, other minor things I've worked on. National Night Out was a success. I'm finishing up the grant for the Lions, and we'll start next year's grant probably in October. I've been working with Donna Shiro on our new and improved Santa Day. I'm gonna try to apply for a Prairie Lakes grant for them. And let's see, what else? I'm also on the committee for Music Community Picnic. We're meeting tomorrow. That'll be downtown September 13th from 4 to 7. There'll be music, popcorn wagon, all that jazz. And First Children's Finance held a meeting on Wednesday to discuss childcare in the county. I'm hoping to get some information from Amy to present our EDA to promote childcare in Winthrop. And the EDA. Let's see, I spent 20 and a half hours on EDA. I've been gathering information for the Healthy Heartland Housing website. We started working on Broadband Day on the Hill for next year. Aaron Walton, well, you guys know Aaron was approved.
Yeah,
For
when's the start date on that?
December. will be-
December 1st is.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I've been keeping him in emails and stuff with things that are going on here, like the agenda.
Oh. Oh, man, I had a brain.
I've been
got
working
two
with the
errands mixed up.
foundation on a that empty lot on Highway 19, they want to put a park benches and lights and light it up for Christmas and stuff. So I've been in contact with MnDOT as their kind of go-between through the foundation to try to work something out with them.
It's the one next to the Dairy Queen?
No, the
No.
one in front of, kind of in front of Ron Krugel's house.
Oh, okay, yeah,
They want to have a path in
West end
there
of
and
town.
benches, and Gordy said he'd be happy to get lights up there.
Give you a place to read the shopper. Nice pile of them right there for you, too.
Community picnic. Chris is tentatively working on a drive-through in the Dairy Queen, and the new barber shop is open, so. That's it.
Any questions? on
I got
any
my
of the
hair cut at
reports?
the new barber shop.
Did you?
Did you really?
Good.
The only question I got, that sidewalk, could be 5 feet.
Out here?
Yeah. move
Yeah, I
for
told him,
Bobcat.
I told that,
Okay.
is it Daryl or Darren? Darren, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, I told him that.
Okay, Don, do you have anything?
I do not.
Okay. Water and sewer, streets,
Nope,
okay. Electric,
nope.
no fire, buddy. Ambulance, somebody here for ambulance? No? Okay, police?
No, sir, just my report.
And cable commission report, was it closed?
Any questions on that?
We're gonna get them to pay for those cameras.
Both sets.
Huh?
Both sets.
Oh, yeah, they will.
All right, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Don't you have to ask for miscellaneous or?
No.
Second.
How long you want to be here, Bob?
Motion made, seconded by Dale. Any further discussion? If not, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
I know, because
Motion carries.